Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hey, nice to meet you. This is my Ballet Blast video, and this one is for beginners. So if you haven't done Ballet Blast before, it is a fusion of classical dance principles with normal gym workouts. So we're trying to sculpt muscle but at length, and also feel quite elegant too. So this is for beginners, so it's only 45 seconds for each exercise. There are 6 exercises in total, and we're doing 4 sets of all of them. You can do it once through with me, then go back to the beginning of the video and do it 3 more times. Let's get to it, I'll be there all the way. The first thing we're going to do to warm up is some coupe jumps, bringing one heel to the back of the other heel. So you're just coming back and forth, doing little runs or hops on the spot in these coupe positions. Make sure here that you're using the arms, because using the arms and kind of pumping them forward helps to bring your body weight forward. We don't want to go into a hyperextension or start to feel like we're leaning backwards. We want to keep our bodies nice and forward. We want our chest pressing out, our belly button to spine, so nice and tight, and our pelvis ever so slightly forward too. Keep on using those arms. Keep on looking at the same spot as well. If you're looking at one place, it really helps keep your posture in line. Keep on breathing, moving up and down, using the metatarsals to push off the mat. You're nearly there, just keep on squeezing the glutes and knees over toes. You're done, 15 seconds, and we'll move on to our second exercise. We're doing grand plies, using the arms coming from the bottom all the way to the 5th position through the 2nd position with elbows nice and high. You're dropping into the middle, making sure that you're squeezing the glutes as you stretch the legs. They're tucking ever so slightly under with the pelvis. Keeping the chest pressing out, keeping the same point you're looking at throughout this exercise to keep your posture and your spine nice and straight. Use the arms to really create more movement. I think the more you move, the easier it is, but just make sure that you are squeezing the glutes at the top and keeping the spine nice and straight as you go down into that plie. Keep on thinking about the big toe, so really drilling that big toe into the ground, keeping the knees over the toes. You're nearly done, and we'll take another 15-second break. This exercise looks a little bit ridiculous, but it's called swan arms. So you're double tapping the wrists at the top and then squeezing the hands, and the palms are pressing down behind your body ever so slightly. So the thing to remember here is when it's above your head, you're looking down, and they're slightly in front of your head. And as you're pushing back, you're looking up, and it's slightly behind the body. Keep this going, but make sure that you're squeezing the glutes in that plie and the knees continue to be over the toes. So you want to feel that they're slightly pressing back almost. As you do this, keep the core nice and tight. As you press behind, you should be really squeezing the lats down. The more you create that resistance, the more you'll work. You're done with this exercise, take 15 seconds off. This exercise is transfers through a 2nd position plie. You want to make sure that you're brushing the foot off the floor, coming into that demi-plie in the 2nd, really in between the legs, using the hands that are in front of the chest to pull apart and create a little bit of resistance and stability in that position so you don't fall over. You want your chest to be pressing out, and you really want your elbows to be nice and high in that 2nd position. Keep staring at the same place and really retain that straight spine, that correct posture. As the foot comes off the floor, make sure you're placing it down again with the knee over the toe, so really squeezing and working that turn out. You're nearly done. Keep that core nice and tight, the chest pressing out, the glutes squeezing. Take another 15 seconds off. First, we're doing diamond sit-ups. So we're bringing the arms from a 5th position overhead, round to a 1st position. You want to really feel like you're framing your face in between your knees, if that makes any sense. You want to bring them up and look through the diamond shape that you've created with your legs. The way I like to think about this, and the reason I have my arms above my head, is because I want to really feel that I'm lengthening them out to come up. So it's not condensing into a really cramped sit up, it's lengthening to come up. So really visualize that as you're doing this exercise. Use the breath, and at every exhale connect with the core, squeezing it there at the top of the sit up for a second and then coming back down. Use that breath. You're nearly done. Take 15 seconds now just to shake it all out, and we'll move on to the next exercise. This next exercise is Ballet Bridges. So what you're doing is you're taking your knees slightly wider than hip width apart, and then you're turning out your toes so they're facing either corner. You're coming again with the hands from behind the head in a fifth to a first position over your belly button. You're squeezing your glutes at the top for a second before coming back down. You're really peeling up and rippling the spine as you come up. So you want to feel that you're slightly tucking the pelvis under, and then the vertebrae all the way up to your upper back, and then reversing it all the way down, so working from the top all the way down to the pelvis. Each vertebrae should be placed down on the floor individually, so really think about that. Keep the glutes squeezing at the top and the core nice and tight. You are nearly done. Take another break, 15 seconds, and we'll move on. You did it! Or if you haven't done all 4 sets yet, go back to the beginning of the video and watch it 3 more times. But if you have, well done. Maybe this is your first workout with me. If so, let me know what you thought in the comments below. I'd love to hear your feedback. Let me know what else you'd like to see from me. I'll be doing lots of Ballet Blast videos here. Anything specific, I'd love to hear about it. Subscribe if you haven't. I would love you to be part of this little community. And I will see you in a video very soon. Well done, rest up, and I'll see you shortly.